My name is Reto, and I'm here to say I'll introduce this series in a major way. We got Reto, got Rhapsody, the rates to the rap. Boys on the same maps, one will lose, one collapse. Pass through the map at a fast pace, say you're tired, so you save face. Deception and lies are sure to show. Ready in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Holy crumbs! Who's the actual rap god? I couldn't keep up with the beat at all. Number one, because I'm not a beatboxer. Number two, because I was just listening. Like, oh, hey, ooh, that's nice. You said that you were gonna have a thing that you're now more embarrassed of on your channel. No, you don't. Not yet.
All right. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see.
Sorry, bud. We'll find you something to be embarrassed of later. It's going pretty good. Yourself?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I didn't slip over my words. We got in one clean take.
Yeah, despite the fact that I had a modulating beat on you there, though. But that's congratulations.
Oh, that's all good. We're playing the one with the dog.
Yes, that's we are.
Man.
I'm not a huge fan of how this whole thing has started. In that I got a chest drop, I opened it, I got the ammo pack. I hate it.
Wait, the supply drop or literally just
the ammo pack, the infinite ammo one.
Oh, the magazine rack?
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, I feel like I'm still waiting for the one run with it that's gonna blow my mind. Like, I feel like there's something in the game that works shockingly well with it.
There's some weird bug / interaction where you have the ability to get extra ammo out of it, like refill weapons. That's about it.
Yeah. That, I do remember that. I feel like maybe it could work well with the triple gun. Maybe. If that works how I think it does in my head.
Ooh.
With the final phase of it, maybe?
I guess, yeah, that's probably the only thing that you would be able to argue that it's useful for. But no, because it would
been my thought.
No, because doesn't it like default you to full ammo of a clip when you do that?
That's my guess. I don't know. I haven't had it yet. That's my only possible argument at the moment for like it being game-breakingly good. Otherwise, just limiting yourself to that small of an area is just, it's a problem in a bullet hell.
Yeah.
You usually like to dodge the bullets in a bullet hell.
It's a problem in a bullet hell, but no less, it's a problem especially in, like, all boss scenarios.
Yeah. It's like, okay, here's the scenario. Makeshift cannon. That's the scenario.
Yeah, I guess that is. But then
scenario.
again, how many bosses are standing up to multiple shots of makeshift cannon?
Here's the pitch.
Okay.
Makeshift cannon, but only for the lich.
Okay. and it persists between phases.
Yeah. Well, you'll get 2 shots for sure. Here's the pitch. The dragon. The dragon.
Oh, you know what? Advanced dragon fight.
Shots.
There you go.
Advanced dragon fight, definitely. All right. So when this very niche thing happens, we can sing the darn item's praises finally.
We'll know what to aim for.
Yeah.
All right. I'm out of this first floor. How about yourself?
It's private information.
Yeah. Are you off the first floor? I'm gonna barrel through with the private information I asked for.
I am.
Yeah.
I can't believe I just said that on the internet.
I know. Now we all know. Did you pick up a particularly interesting weapon on that floor?
Probably not, unless you think that the pitchfork is interesting.
I do not. Did you get Gupton?
No. I also didn't spend very long on that floor way back when I was there.
Ah, okay. You might want to spend it a little longer on that floor, because Gupton was selling for 72 a compressed air tank.
Ah, it's a good one. Is it the fastest, though? I don't know.
For room completion? No. For bosses? It's pretty good.
Yeah. I'm okay with my save time. Knowing that info, I'm going to say that maybe my money will be better elsewhere.
Okay. I dig it.
I just got mass shotgun with that money, so.
Damn it.
You know, it's pretty good.
I hate that it immediately gets proved.
That's a good one, because it's one of the few guns that has an outrageous ammo economy. 200 shots last forever.
Definitely, yeah. Heroin, Mega Hand. Extremely good for their ammo.
We've argued many times about why we argue.
We've argued many times about why we argue?
Yeah, no, we've argued a few times about the first floor bosses. What about the second?
I don't know if that's in contention. Medusa is the easiest, the hardest is, you know, Snake Man.
Yeah.
I think everyone's on board with that one, right?
Yeah. Who's the other one?
The holster.
Yeah.
I found a useful position for this ammo rack, by the way, because I came into the Medusa fight and I have exactly no ammunition in my gun.
Go. Wait, I feel like I thought I had it recently, and it doesn't work if you don't have ammo.
I did have one shot exactly.
Okay. Because yeah, I thought I found that it works. It doesn't work at all with 0 ammo. Somebody outside is flashing their car's headlights directly into my office. Is that you, Rhapsody?
Yep, that's me. I'm just trying to distract you.
Distraction technique?
Mm-hmm. How's it working?
Quite rude. Quite rude. Quite well, because I just had to notice it. It's very, very bright.
Oh, God.
It's like old Vorpal bullets.
That's me out there with the old Vorpal bullets. I'm also using the antimatter synergy at the same time.
Oh.
I've also got a laser light show and bouncy bullets going on, just in case you're interested.
Ooh, to assault my frames as well.
Exactly. So, yeah, unfortunately, the compressed air cannon, I accidentally stood outside of the infinite ammo for a second. It got down to 0 ammo, and now I can't use it anymore.
The one thing I told you not to do.
You warned me. You did warn me.
Do you go on bike rides, Rhapsody? This is important.
I used to. I do want to get back into it. It's
Did you wear your helmet?
favorite form of fitness. I didn't at the time because I was a kid when I was like riding more commonly, and I was one of those like, oh, I must be indestructible, and then I got to 12 and I was like, oh, I'm not. Nothing happened. Yeah. I just lost that kind of...
I've been destroyed. I'm 12. I've been destroyed.
That's right. I was destroyed at 12. Thankfully, someone managed to resurrect me, but it wasn't a great experience.
You owe your life to a dark necromancer.
Yes, I do.
At the age of 12. Yeah.
Which character would you be in that game, actually?
In Eratus?
Yeah, Eratus, Lord of the Dead.
Lord of the Dance. I feel like, are we talking like just personality to personality, or are we talking looks?
Ooh,
unfortunately, looks like
you know what?
I might say zombie.
Give me either.
I feel like something about the way the skeleton carries himself reminds me of the way I carry myself. Lifeless. No.
Dead on the inside.
Dead on the inside, dead on the outside. Just a husk of what he used to be. Just quite frankly, it's all downhill from there.
Yep.
And best in a pair with 2 Dark Knights.
So I've heard. You want to know something insane? Actually, about that whole dealio. So the run that I used afterwards, which was Lost Soul in the backline, 2 Liches, and then a Dark Knight leading up the party. That party I stole wholesale from Wolves Go Raw on Twitch, who was doing Good Always Win runs. And he was breaking the game with that. Or rather, he was starting to get started on that run when I actually adopted it. Anyway, I went back to his stream after he finished that run, and he was deciding to start a 2 skeleton, 2 Dark Knight run, and everyone was debating how OP it would be.
Wow.
This whole comment section bamboozled me out of being the meta breaker for Iratus Lord of the Damned. And frankly, I don't appreciate it. Y'all salty bastards stopped me from being the next Lance Reddick. I don't know why
dare.
Lance Reddick was the reference today. I think I was going for Lance Armstrong.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just like, I
You
don't know
stopped
what this
me
is.
from being the next Lance Reddick. What was his role? Lance Reddick, I think, was in John Wick as Karen?
I believe he was in NSYNC.
Excuse me? He was not in NSYNC because he is not Joey Fatone, nor is he JC Chazé, nor is he Justin Timberlake, nor is he... Can I get the final ones? Probably not, no. Sorry.
Wait, is Lance Bass in...
Lance Bass is in
Backstreet
NSYNC,
Boys?
yeah, that's right. No, Lance Bass is NSYNC.
That was the joke I was going for.
Damn it!
'Cause he's the Lance.
Oh!
He's the one that you couldn't get.
That's the one I should have gotten. Instead, I got almost everyone else.
This is the one that I was trying to lead you.
Yo, yeah.
But instead you made me confused.
I'm so sorry.
I thought that it was, you made me think it was a Backstreet's Back. All right. But it wasn't. What were the top NSYNC ones? They were... I feel like I
Justin
should...
Timberlake? Oh, you mean songs, not members.
The songs.
Oh, yeah, okay.
The songs. I know of the Justin Timberlake.
He's the top member. Ooh,
Yeah, he's
that's
bad work.
Ooh.
It's the only... I don't like that.
Ooh. I like it.
I continue to dislike it more and more.
Oh, whoa.
The more
What's
ooze.
this?
I don't wanna
Now it's
know.
fine, right?
Oh, whoa, keep it to yourself.
All right, fair enough. I am using mahogany as my room clear weapon, but I just got the composite gun, so that's gonna be a good time against bosses.
Oh, I didn't get that. Where'd you find that sucker?
I used the jetpack in order to cheat Winchester's challenge.
So you're a cheater.
Yes.
You didn't grow. You didn't learn.
I didn't accomplish anything.
I'm tempted to become a cheater and look up the thing. I looked it up the other day so that I could do the bit, but my darn memory is just so bad.
I know the feeling.
And it's
You know
so long.
the kids say the darndest things clip. The have you ever wanted to go do? Oh, sorry.
Wanted to do you so much so you could die.
You could do anything. That one.
Yeah. Oh, that's what it is. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
I tried to remember that perfectly. I couldn't. More recently,
mean-
the news reporter having a stroke. She actually wasn't having a stroke, so it's completely fine. We're not making fun of someone who was having a stroke on air. But she was really nervous, and she was just like, Dibbity Derrison in the blobadoo. Like, just like none of it made any sense.
Oh, that'd be me. That'd be me. Oh man. Did you ever make any home videos? Growing up?
No. We didn't have like video camera technology at the time. That's right. I am 4,000 years old. My name is Quetzalcoatl. I was actually part of the Mayan Empire. No, we didn't have like videos around. The first video of me that was ever taken was probably taken by my iToy. PS2 iToy.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
What games did you play on it? I had the iToy.
I
was
would
it
never be able to remember the names of any of them, but I can tell you I did a lot of washing windows and I did a lot of
Yeah.
trying to
The
avoid
packing
spotlights.
Yeah, the packing games for the iToy. Wasn't it just called iPlay or something stupid?
Something like that, yeah.
I remember that. Oh, and like I think like whacking ninjas away or something.
Yep.
I feel like I remember that.
Definitely.
Oh. I miss when gaming was good.
Exactly. Bring back the iToy. Now, I don't want the Microsoft Kinect, but if you could bring back the iToy.
Bring back the jank. I don't want it if it works. There's charm. There's a lot of charm in like certain products and games that goes away when it works properly.
Oh, exactly.
Like, I don't know. I wonder, like, Bethesda games and stuff like that. I wonder if they're almost like more popular because they have some issues. You know, like in a way.
Yeah, I could
Not
see
like-
that
I'm not
that kind
saying,
of
like-
charming, like, oh, yeah, Bethesda games always have a couple bugs. I guess we're fine with that. I guess that's like part of our culture as a
Yeah.
publisher. I don't know if it's going to win them much goodwill, because in the face of that, they're also showing themselves just not necessarily to be customer forward. So you can't, like, if you did previously, or rather if there was someone who previously believed that it was to appear kind of more charming or to appeal to the customer, they're clearly not interested in doing that, apparently.
Yeah. No, I mean, I'm definitely not saying they're doing it on purpose. But there's something to be said for like some system-driven games where things could just get really broken. Like a lot of like people go through like a phase with games where they like to play the game in the normal way, learn everything about it that you're supposed to learn, and then they just want to break it. They just want it to burn.
Yep.
And I feel like those are very much games that you reach that territory with, where a lot of people like get really, really into Bethesda games or Bethesda style games, system-driven games, and they're like, I've had fun with my toy, now let's see its guts. And they just like throw it everywhere.
It's funny you should mention this, because I've been thinking a lot about this recently, particularly because there was a new character that I was playing on a Slay the Spire modded episode, and they have a bunch of unique mechanics, but they also have a lot of tools in their set that allow them to infinite, which is, you know, kind of breaking the game as far as you can in Slay the Spire at the moment.
Yeah.
And I immediately started focusing on trying to build the infinite, to the detriment of the unique mechanics of the character. Because the way that I like to play a game is to break it apart from the start and then put it back together. I like to destructively test games effectively, so that I can find out, oh, this is how it works, these are the interactions that work in this particular way, and now I can go. Right.
You're the kind of guy who will jump off or attempt to jump off of a cliff immediately in a game just to see if there's invisible walls or not?
Sometimes. Especially, like, if it's a game that I'm playing for its mechanics rather than its story, I'm more likely to do that.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess if you're caring about the story and then the protagonist jumped off the mountain. It's a little jarring.
I mean,
for your immersion, I suppose.
Some games work fine with that. Stanley Parable had a lot of accounting for that kind of thing.
Oh my god, I love that game.
So good. I cannot wait for the remaster.
Oh man. Wait, there's a remaster? There's another remaster?
Yep, they're remastering it again. They're just going to continue remastering it until the end of time. I have forgotten what weapons I have, and I'll be honest, I have the origami as well as the composite gun, and I keep swapping to the wrong.
They look the same.
Yeah. But, no, Stanley Parable is getting, I think, an expansion or a DLC of some kind. Something is happening with Stanley Parable.
That sounds interesting, but very... Like, that doesn't sound like it should be true, but it makes so much sense within, like, the style of game it is.
Yeah.
You ever played the Beginner's Guide?
I have not, but I have watched all of the Beginner's Guide, and I have listened to, I want to say, maybe 20 hours worth of discussion about the Beginner's Guide. I have a lot of feelings about the Beginner's Guide. Yes.
Oh, man.
Yes.
That's like... Grace and I played that together, and it's short. It's short. But it's so short that, and it's interesting, it's one of the few games where we played it definitely for less time than we spent talking about it afterwards, which is very interesting. And I like it a lot.
Yeah.
It's so good.
That's largely what that game does. It presents you with a lot of ideas and then lets you sit with them.
Yeah. It's like, here, do you feel bad? What do you feel? You know, like, I don't have to clean up anything for you. Here's my mess. Think about it.
I do not owe you a meaningful, dramatic resolution in the same way a traditional narrative might offer it. The thing that I really loved about one of the conversations I saw about the Beginner's Guide was done by the way, this is like appealing to exactly 2 people at this point in time, and shout out to those
That's
2
fine.
people.
I'm at the dragon.
You're at the dragon?
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah. Okay, you're gonna win. I only just got to the forge. But the thing that I really liked is Errant Signal, if you're familiar with them.
Yeah.
Yeah. He did a review of, or kind of like a dive into the Beginner's Guide, and used the same framing as the beginner's guide in his review of am I interpreting too much about the character of the person from their works? And he got himself into kind of like a Davey Reading situation in the end of his own video and had that same kind of breakdown that Davey does about Coda, about Davey. It's so good.
Yeah. What I want people to take away from this is if you don't know what we're talking about, go play the beginner's guide or watch somebody play the beginner's guide.
Yes.
It is a very, it is something that can be easily spoiled and is much better to go into without knowing what you're getting into. It is a very, very good game. Stanley Parable-esque.
I would still say kind of like in order to curate experience, like I won't describe anything about like the broader stuff, but I will say you should probably be a little bit interested in like art philosophy if it's the game you want to play. Just because it concerns itself so much with that I think a large amount of its impact is directly related to it. And some people just don't care.
I think it could also be the thing that would make you care. I think it's that good.
That's true.
I think it could be the thing that would make you care.
That's definitely true. It was I think it was actually the piece of media that sold me on the idea of Death of the Author. Actually.
Death of the Author? I'm not familiar.
So Death of the Author is the concept by which the author no longer has impact, or not no longer, but they don't have authorial impact upon their works. As soon as they've completed their work, you are constructing the rest of the story yourself with what they have given you.
Yes.
So it's your story at that point. J.K. Rowling can say, you know, this character was this, but your story is how you interpreted it at the time.
Yeah. Why is this fight taking so long?
Because you're not actually there?
Oh my goodness.
You've been bamboozling me the whole time?
No, I don't. I just beat him.
Okay.
I need to get on the bamboozle game. I've just been busy tuning into the Reto and Rhaps R&R hour.
Yeah, no, it very much has transformed into that, which I appreciate. It's effectively Reto and Rhaps do a slight podcast over footage of Reto beating Rhaps in this video game, which is to say, number one, congratulations on winning the game. Number two,
thank you.
Congratulations on that flawless and smooth flow at the very start of the episode as well.
Oh, I forgot about it.
Thank you. I want to make sure that no one forgets about it, though.
No one will. No one who heard it will. And I have I don't know. It's one of those things. It'll be a hit or miss. It'll be a hit or miss.
If this was on Twitch, that would be clips. 100%. For the moment, though, I'm not going to be taking my outro. You took the intro of this episode, dang it.
Yeah,
For the moment, my name has been Rhapsody. His name has been Reto. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves. And hopefully we will see you next time.
Bye.